This rivalry has been going on since 1901. Tuskegee holds the overall record in this rivalry, 62, 34, and 4. Now, Alabama State has won the last 2 times that these 2 teams have played one another, and they're looking to go ahead and extend that to a 3-game winning streak. But maybe, just maybe, Tuskegee has some plans of their own in which they're looking to start a streak of their own. And we're going to go ahead and tap into this and talk about exactly what we can expect from this game between these 2 teams in the Turkey Day Classic. It's your favorite coach back at it again, 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Happy holidays to you as well. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. Hey, make sure y'all like these videos, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you get all upcoming videos. Tap in a friend or 2. Tell them to come on in. There's nothing but positive vibes over here. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and tap on in. But don't forget, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. So let's go ahead and get straight on into this thing. The bottom line is this. We already know this is the last time that we're going to see many of the seniors out here playing on both of these teams. And you know that they're not looking to leave this game or let this game end without them going out with a bang and them possibly getting a win for their team. But you know what? Both of these teams, they love to use multiple quarterbacks. Alabama State will probably turn to freshman quarterback Joe Owens again in the season finale. Over the past few weeks, Tuskegee has used multiple quarterbacks as well, in which they've used both Lewis Williams and Bryson Williams. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind is this. Tuskegee likes to keep their offense balanced, in which they run the ball just as much as they pass the ball. But in the past few weeks, they have run the ball more because the passing game really hasn't been there. Now, if Tuskegee is unable to complete passes in the game, I'm going to tell you right now, Coach Slater had no problem with making sure he run that ball 40-plus times in the game. And guess what? He has the multiple running backs to do it with, and the quarterbacks will up and call their own number and take off with the ball without the drop of a hat. Now, I believe Coach Slater and his coaching staff, they're going to throw away the scripted plays after the first couple of series, and they're going to throw the kitchen sink at Alabama State because guess what? What do they have to lose? This is the last game of the season. Not to mention, they gave Alabama A&M a pretty good scare during the season in which that game ended up being 35-45. But guess what? That game was a little closer than you anticipated because Tuskegee was able to make that game muddy and murky. They like to give you a dirty game where, hey, they're going to let you think you got them knocked out. And guess what? They rise up and go for it. So if you don't keep your foot on the gas playing these guys this week, Alabama State end up in a murky, nasty game with them, just like Alabama A&M did. And I don't think y'all really want to do that. But I'm going to tell you this. Tuskegee, like I said, they hung tough. They definitely hung tough in that game against Alabama A&M. And like I said, if it wasn't for the miscues, I'm going to say it again. If it wasn't for those miscues in that game, they might have handed Alabama A&M an L. Now, the defensive side of the ball for Tuskegee, they will come to play, and they're feisty with trying to, get the opposing teams to do, make dumb mistakes. I.e., they might shove you or something, and you go back and shove them back when the player's over with. The referees always get the second person. They never get the first person when it comes to throwing that flag and hitting you with that yardage to go ahead and back you up or move you forward out there on the field of play. So you got to be careful with that. Tuskegee also loves to run a 4-4 front as well as a 5-man front on defense. Now, Ja'Cory Merritt and Ezra Gray, they should be able to get busy against this defense, especially when it comes to running the ball. Like I said, whoever's starting at quarterback for Alabama State, please keep in mind that you must make sure that you're making precise decisions out there on the field. They will try to bait you into thinking that something is there when it's not. And guess what? They'll pick your behind off and they'll take that ball back the other way. Like I said, Tuskegee, even though their record doesn't show that they really gotten out there and had, one of those great seasons, they definitely have gotten out there and shocked a couple of people during this past season, letting them know, hey, listen, we can play with you. You came in here underestimating us, but we're going to show you we got the goods to make it do what it do. But you know what? Alabama State, their defense would need to step it up this week as well. The big three up front, y'all got to come bring that pressure. Y'all got to make sure y'all maintain those running lanes, keeping those Tuskegee running backs from getting up in the hole, still running the ball. Tuskegee likes to keep their quarterback in the shotgun with split back sitting next to him. They got a back on each side of him, in which, like I said, he will throw or run out of that as well. Pass routes would tend to confuse defenders, having them thinking that they're running routes in a particular manner, which they're not. A lot of times they like to go twins both left and right, in which they will have one man run a go route, have another one run a shallow slant, they have another one run a deep slant, and then they have one come straight across the middle. So trust and believe, and you will see the running back run either a flare or a wheel route out the backfield. So guess what? You got to make sure you account for everybody. Alabama State's defense got to make sure that they're maintaining everything on the outside. That was one of their weakest spots out there on the field this season with their defense, is the outside containment. If the defensive ends and the outside linebackers can contain outside, I think Alabama A&M will be able to slow this offense down. Now, if Tuskegee can make this a messy game and they can come out there and get scrappy for 60 minutes, I believe that the 2-game winning streak, Alabama State, in this Turkey Day Classic, it may just very well end. Now, how do I think this game will end up between these two teams? I'm going to be honest with you. It all depends on the scheme of things. Like I said, you got an interim coach over there for Alabama State that's running the team right now. He's 1-1. You have Coach Slater, who's been running the program for some time now. I think they may have won 3 games this season. But I'm going to say this. I think the interim coach over at Alabama State is hoping that he may possibly get an opportunity to become the head coach for Alabama State. So I'm thinking he's going to come out there and have this team ready to go and do what they need to do as far as with putting those points on the board. Now, this is not going to be a blowout game. Trust me, by no stretch of the imagination. This is not going to be a blowout game. I think this game is going to be 24-17. I'm going to give this game to Alabama. I'm going to give this game to Alabama State. I believe that they're going to get this game on Turkey Day. I believe Ezra Gray and Ja'Cory Merritt, they're going to get out there and show out, as well as the other seniors that's playing out there for Alabama State. Like I said, they've had a nasty taste in their mouth the whole season with how the season has gone on. And I think this is going to be the coming out party for Alabama State, for the Alabama State Hornets this weekend. So I got Alabama State winning this game. So guys, hey, leave your comments below and let me know who you think is going to win this game. But hey, until next time, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get all upcoming videos. And remember, guys, be the one and lead.